Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. Lovely new coffee today from a roasters in Bristol, I believe. A little present from my birthday. So yeah, full court press coffee. First time trying it this morning. Tastes very nice. Yeah, a little roastery in Bristol, I believe. So today I thought I'd do a little bit of a race recap on yesterday's cross-country race. It's also the halfway point in my Yorzuki turmeric trial. So I've been taking these little turmeric supplements now for about 2 weeks, and I thought I'd just give you an update on how I've been getting along with them, the sort of benefits I've been seeing. So they come in these little sachets here, 15 milligrams of turmeric, and they have the active ingredient curcumin, which is a really good anti-inflammatory, and I've been taking these in my morning routine just with my morning coffee like I am today. They're really nice flavour, they taste really good. These are orange tangerine ones, so they're quite a strong orange flavour, but yeah, I've been really enjoying taking these. In terms of the benefits I've seen, when I'm waking up in the mornings, I just feel generally a little bit less achy than I usually would be from my, say, training runs, especially those long runs that are quite high impact on the body, especially the joints, the limbs, the shins, that sort of area. I've just felt a lot less achy over the last few weeks. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing the benefits of taking these little sachets. If you would like to register your interest in doing the trial period with me, so I'm 2 weeks in now of a 4-week trial, you can register your interest down below and you can get 50% off your turmeric Zuki. So I woke up this morning to a nice little surprise. The YouTube channel has hit 12,000 subscribers. We only hit 10,000 subscribers, I think it was about 20 days ago, so the channel's growing really quick. So I just want to say a massive thank you to all the new subscribers, everyone who's donated via the PayPal link, that really helps. And it's now been a month since I started sort of YouTube full time, since I quit my job. Yeah, it's going really well, but I'm super thankful for everyone who's supporting the channel, because I genuinely wouldn't be able to do it without you. And I'm looking forward to keeping the content coming over the next few months and growing the channel even more. Yeah, the road to 20 kilometers, the road to 20 subscribers is on. I also got a nice, exciting email this morning from Billericay Striders, which is a local running club. They host a 10K, and basically a space has, it says here, a space has come available for a 10K race, which is actually this Sunday. So I'm just going to sign up for that now. So yeah, another 10K race on Sunday. I'm going to be doing the Ipswich Park Run on Saturday, so hopefully see a few of you down there if you're in the Ipswich area, Essex area. That's the park run I'm going to be doing. So with this 10K, I'm not going to taper into this one. I'm just going to basically use it as a test to see where my fitness is at, and yeah, see how close we can get to the 32-minute barrier. I don't think I'll get it on sort of untapered legs, but yeah, it'll be a good race. I love racing the 10K distance, so yeah, the opportunity has come up. A place has come available, so I'd be stupid not to do that. So I'm going to be racing on Sunday as well, which is cool, something to look forward to. So I'm just reading here as well, there's a £100 cash prize for the first male and female. And yeah, looking at race results, the winner is somewhere between 30 minutes and 34 minutes every year, so you never know. Could earn myself 100 quid, I'll give it a good go, that's for sure. So, race recap on yesterday's cross country. Overall went really well, my first cross country race in 9.5 years. The last time I did one was in 2012 at English schools, and I made a video about that last week, so you can go check that out up here. My second cross country ever was yesterday, and it was a much better experience. I've got my laptop here, I'm just having a look at the race on Strava. You can follow all my training on there. So yeah, I came 4th place overall, which yeah, I was really chuffed with. Setting out on the day, I was hoping maybe to break onto the podium to get a top 3. So that was the aim for the day, but I didn't know how competitive it was going to be, and the answer was very competitive. The guy who won the race is called Jack Gray, and he's a Hoka sponsored athlete. He's run like a 63-minute half marathon, 28-minute 10K, 14 something, maybe even 13:50, something like that, for 5K. So he's a really good runner. And then we had Ahmed Abdul, who won the Essex 5,000 metres. He's the guy who actually lapped me in that race. Just as he was coming down the finishing straight, he came. I was going round for my last lap and he passed me. I think on the day I ran 15:53 and he ran something like 14:20s along those lines. So I knew the guy in first and second, they're really good, well-established, fast runners, basically semi-professional athletes. The guy who came third was called Ben Davis. I'd not met him before, but I'd raced him once before at the Essex, I think it was probably the 5K as well. He beat me there, so I knew he was a good runner when I saw him warming up. And yes, and then there was me who came fourth. So yes, start with the start of the race. We all lined up in a sort of the cross-country setup with all in our teams, sectioned in our teams. We were, my team, Chelmsford, were at the very left-hand side, and we sort of had to run. It was quite good positioning, to be fair, because we had a clear sort of run out of the gates, if you like, and then we sort of all pinched into a corner that was sort of to the left. So if you started on the left-hand side, you had a lot shorter of a start. If we started right on the outside, which meant we had a little bit longer to go, but we didn't get boxed in at all. But yeah, there was no like 3, 2, 1, go. We were all standing on the start line and suddenly somebody blew a whistle and we were off. So I hadn't even started to watch. I think I just pressed start on the camera. Probably didn't even get the whistle on the little Insta360 camera. Managed to scuffle, start the watch, and we were off. And I was probably in about 50th position at the very start. Everyone seemed to start really quick, which I knew they were going to, because in cross countries you have to sort of start really fast to get your position. A little bit of a lesson learned there for me was to make sure I'm ready, stop messing about with the cameras and watches and stuff, and just get ready to really dash for that first corner, because yeah, from what I learned from that race, positioning really matters. It's going to have a big impact on your overall result. So that first kilometre is really, really important, and definitely something I would focus more on getting a better start next time, because I found myself having to pass quite a few runners to get up to the sort of the top positions. After about the first kilometre, I think I was in about between 10th and 15th place. I was sort of slowly working my way to the front. By this point, the guys in first, second had sort of broken away their own mini pack. They were miles ahead, much faster than the rest of us. I think they finished around 2 minutes ahead. I'll put the results here so you can have a little look at the results. 198 runners, and I came fourth, so I was really happy with that. So yeah, the first kilometre, I was sitting in around 10th, 15th place. Had to start working my way past people. As I was sort of passing people, I accidentally shoulder barged somebody. I think I lost my footing in the grass, and I sort of ended up barging into somebody from, I think they were from Havering AC. So if they happen to be watching, or yeah, I just want to apologise for giving you a little shoulder barge there, but that is the hustle and bustle of a cross-country race. It can be a little bit physical. And as I was passing him, I just lost my footing and bashed into him. I didn't apologise at the time. I wish I had, but yeah, I was racing, so I didn't think to say sorry. But yeah, apologies if I pissed you off. Basically, as the race unfolded, the guys in first and second broke away. The guy who was in third sort of was in no man's land between the front group and my group. My group consisted of probably about, at the very start, there's probably about 10 of us, and then by the end of the race, there was only 3 of us sort of competing for 4th place, maybe 4 or 5 towards the end of the last lap. So yeah, I was really chuffed to come away with the 4th place, having out-sprinted the guys who came 5th and 6th. We had a real fight for position at the end there, because at the end of the day, it was a league cross-country, so it was all about where your team comes. In relation to the other team. So if you finish first place, you get 1 point. If you finish, say, 50th place, you get 50th points. And whoever gets the lowest amount of points for their first 6 runners across the line wins the overall thing. So I think Havering won the race in total with around 79 points, and my club, Chelmsford, came third with about 150 points. Out of 12 athletics clubs in the Essex area. So yeah, really good result for us Chelmsford athletes. It was my first race for the Chelmsford AC. So yeah, that's a little bit about how the race unfolded for me. It was a really fun environment to be racing in. It was sort of like we were all sort of surging and pushing the paces on. I would go up, there's a little tiny bit of an incline in one of the field areas, and I could tell this sort of slightly older runner who was in our group was struggling a little bit. I could hear his breathing get heavy after this hill, and every time I would sort of push the pace a little bit to try and make it as hard as I could for everyone else to keep up, and eventually broke down the rest of the field behind me in order to out-sprint them at the end. But let's have a little look on Strava. So yeah, the Essex Cross Country League, this was actually the second race. I couldn't make the first one because I was still working at the time. So it was a 3-lap course. First kilometre here, you can see was the quickest kilometre. Oh no, the second kilometre is the quickest. So 3:16 for the first K. Remember, this is all on grass, long grass, mud. So yeah, I was absolutely blown away by the speed of the race. I was expecting it to be more around the 3:30 pace, if I'm totally honest. Second kilometre, 3:14, and then we sort of got into our rhythm. 3:25, 3:29, 3:22, 3:34. That was the slowest one. Coming around the start there at the lake, that was quite a hard section. There's a little bit of an incline, and then we finished with a nice sprint finish. We got up to a max speed there of 2:30 per kilometre. So yeah, I probably had to sprint for 4th place. Probably one of the quickest finishes of the race, I reckon, was my group. The guys who had come 1st, 2nd and 3rd sort of just not jogged, but sort of ran it home, if you like, because they'd already cemented their positions, whereas we were still fighting for ours. Anyway, so average heart rate was 176 beats per minute. It was fairly constant all the way through. I was wearing a heart rate monitor, so sort of monitor that. That's a very high threshold effort for me. I think it peaked at around 183 beats per minute, which is the highest I've been recording in sessions. So yeah, really, really strong effort. I didn't taper going into this race, so I wasn't fresh basically. I'd done 125 kilometres last week, so yeah, quite high mileage of a week, and my legs didn't feel quite as fresh as I would have liked, but then again, this wasn't an A race for me, so I just wanted to use it as a bit of a training run, but also give it an all-out effort. Gave it everything. Really looking forward to the next one. So I've got three more cross-country races coming up over the winter months, competing against the same guys. So it's a league. You sort of work out where you're going to come by competing over the 4 or 5 cross-country races across the season. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of a sort of race recap. Lessons learned were definitely be ready at the start and be prepared to put in quite a hard effort to start with to get position. My second lesson I would learn was probably don't let the guys in the first and second I was never going to catch up with, but the guy who came 3rd, in hindsight I wish I'd never let him go as far as he did. He had about 10 seconds over the pack throughout the whole race, and then on the last lap my pack sort of closed on him, and I think on the end in the results we were about 3 seconds apart. So I'd have liked to have maybe run a little bit more competitively, a bit tactically, a little bit different, try and get up with the guy who came 3rd. The shoes were great. I wore these on the day, the Inov-8 X Talons. They're still nice and muddy. I've banged them out. Most people were wearing cross-country spikes, but I don't have any cross-country spikes, so these were the next best thing. They're designed for like running on rock faces, basically. Inov-8 is the brand. I picked these up from eBay for 30 quid. They did the trick. Definitely would be using those again. I won't get any cross-country spikes for the next one, just because I feel like I didn't need them. They were actually probably better, if anything, because on the really muddy, slippy sections, they've got grip on the whole shoe, so I didn't have any problems with traction or anything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed that little insight into the race, what I learned from it, how I'm gonna attack the next cross-country race. Definitely gonna try and hit the podium next time. 4th place is a great place to come, but it's like the place where you almost get on the podium, if you like. There wasn't a podium or medals or anything like that, but yeah, the aim for me is always top 3. So to come 4th, I just narrowly missed out this time, but next time I will definitely give the battle for those positions a good go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little race recap, insight into the race. Some exciting things coming in the next week. Got the 5k park run in Ipswich, hopefully see a few of you down there, and then a 10k race at the Billericay Striders. If you happen to be that way, and you're watching the race, if you can film any footage sort of that way, so hold your phone horizontally, if you can get any footage to help put in the vlogs, that would be great. Thanks for watching, and we will see you with another one soon. Aspire to run and run to inspire. Peace.